Hello, teacher. Today we are going to present various sketches in Korea. We divided them into 20 moves. So let's get started. Korea sketcher. First, Kunjeon. It is a seed bowl that is performed to three groups of people that South Korea regards as the three stars in the sky in Confucianism. It is often used in wedding ceremony to pay respect to elder. The man uses his left hand over his right hand. Women use their right hand over their left hand. In this pose, do not join the wrong hand, no matter what from absolute. Then bow down to ground. Thirdly, it is often used in marriage, wor- worshipping the sky and the cow, and on New Year's Day. Second, John or Insa. It is general respect that we see in the series. Putting hands together in front of men. Use left hand over the right hand. Women use right hand over the left hand. Then bend the body down. The body curve has a total of 3 degrees. 15, 30, and 45 degrees, starting from the waist area. The next is set on the collar. Then use the waist as a downward bend, which as a 45-degree bend means that an opposite side is a person of much higher status. Okay, third, Aksu. South Korea began to develop the country with the United States as a model, adopting American Western culture, which is to shake hands as part of a greeting. In other words, it is like trying to do the pattern of the Korea caste system, despite the fact that Korea's seniority is deeply rooted, although there is a handshake to greet each other. On the other hand, it is found that in Korean society, the higher ranking ones are mostly extending their hand first, while the younger ones are less reluctant to extend their hand to greeting first. Okay, fourth, finger heart. With how far-reaching this gesture is, you are probably seeing people aside from Korea who do this post on social media. The adorable heart sign is so easy to do. All you need to do is pin your forefinger and tap together and skew them sideways to form a tiny heart. So it is not surprising that many people have a count on to the 10. It is said to have originated from the well-loved Korean pop culture, and although it is a modern catcher, the love symbol will most likely be used in the years to come. Okay, 5. Beckoning with the palm down. Are you used to calling someone over with your palm up? Do the reverse of that beckoning gesture, and that's how Korean wave someone over to where they are at. They move their finger together in the inward, come higher motion, or they allow their full hand to do the signal.
Next, number six. Number six is passing and receiving things with two hands. During your stay in the country, you may have noticed that Koreans receive and hand out things with both of their hands. This custom which signifies respect had long been practiced that they do it instinctively. In business circles, Koreans may also be seen shaking the hand of colleagues and silent with both hands, while among group of friends, the gesture is not strictly observed. Young people are encouraged to give to or accept objects from older people with cupped hands. The gesture is one testament to how Koreans value their elderly. 7. To thumb up for a yes, to anchor for a no. Aside from getting and handing items, Koreans also make use of their hand and arm when expressing approval and dismay, whereas you might be accustomed to one thumb up for good or a slight shake of the head for no. Koreans read to thumb or cross their arm to convey support or refusal. The former also means that a job is done well and that the person is proud of the accomplishment, while the latter may also indicate a no or a prohibition. Number 8 is P pose, seen in photo for far longer than the finger hand size. The peace sign shaped like a little V is ubiquitous in Korean photo that they hand to the port instantly when called to break the camera. It's the Korean counterpart to the American habit of saying cheese when taking picture. Plus, it's also denote victory, making it a classic go-to pose and a much better for the perfect portrait. The B-side is also linked to the cultural habit called egg when one is acting cute, through mimicking a baby tone white, and during facial expression and hand gesture. Do note that Korean youth did hand gesture with either hand, facing front or back for the same meaning. Number 9 is money side. Koreans talk about money and their respective income as part of regular conversation. Although it may be surprise to the country newcomer, money conversations are common to such a degree that there is a money gesture ready to be used when the topic slips into daily chat. It is similar to the OK side when the three finger rests, but it is present horizontally again of shade. The circular shell formed by the index finger and the thumb resemble that of a coin, hence the handy gesture that come convenient when Koreans have to steer a discussion about finance. Number 10 is pinky swear. When Koreans say yes to plan and give each other the pinky swear, expect the commitment to already be halfway fulfilled. The promise locked in by intertwining the pinky finger of two persons is taken seriously in friendship circle. Should Korean need more assurance that the other will make good with their word. They seal the deal by pressing their thumb together during the pinky promise. Represent the end official stamp. Then they finish it up by making a copy by running their palm across each other. The gesture shows the Korean value of trust and keeping one word.
Smacking of knees. You know a Korean has their eureka moment. When they hit their knees, it is akin to the flash of light bulb feeling after mulling over a difficulty or a problem for quite some time, often done whilst sitting. The gesture produces a slapping sound that indicates a Korean's enthusiasm and excitement of fresh idea. The gestures of love. Koreans love the feeling of giving love that they have other gestures of admiration and affection, aside of newly minted for the pose that is the finger heart. Koreans touch top of their hands with their fingertips, forming a giant house with their arms. Is a bigger gender gesture of to show love. Is appropriate for the proudly affectionate. In addition, this Korean like to respect love too, instead of connoting violence. Finger guns represent the otherwise and symbolize shooting or showing love to childhood individual. It's a hand gesture that is also frequently seen in the television show as films. Invitation to drink booze. Soju is a common Korean pastime, so naturally, to have this voice a simple gesture to suggest to friends and colleagues, let's go for a drink. Hold the invisible shot glass using your thumb, index and middle finger. Then shoot it making a clicking noise with your tongues. Another hand, gesture is the shake outside or hand loose. So similarly to the invisible shot glass, with your thumbs toward your mouth, shooting, making a clicking noise. These gestures are a fun way to round up your mat when you want to ride with drinking nuts. Rock, paper, and scissors. The classic childhood game is played in South Korea too, albeit with a few hand gestures that you may not be aware of. Even though the rock signs are so clinches fist and the paper is sides are so widely up in hand, the success status isn't the V or P sign that we often use. Rather, it is represented by the index finger and the thumb, similar to gun or chipmunk like shape. If you see a bunch of Korean childhood together, bomb of Korean huddles together and throwing this sign repeatedly, then you know what game they are playing. The best part, you cannot judge them too. Hands on the map. Usually when two people are talking in a informal manner, and one slightly place his or her hand on their neck is a comedy combined meaning I beg to differ. For example, a fan says, "I'm the most handsome person in the world, aren't I?" And one side later responds with hands on the neck. This hand gesture expels laughter at your ridiculousness, but still polite way of disagreeing.
Touching the tongue on their nose with the fingers. If you happen to see someone touching the tip on their tongue, then their nose repetitively, it means that their leg has to fall asleep and they are trying to wake it up, or their leg had to cramp and they are trying to relieve it. Bullets of love, let your hand to do the shot. To the another party to convey that a bullet that shot is the love that I have for you. It is similar to Cupid's arrow shouting. Apologies. Put your hands together and loft your palms back and so to convey you apologize and apologize to another person. Let's go for a drink. There's the gestures of let's go for a drink. This hand gestures is commonly used among friends as a friendly gestures. Therefore, don't use these gestures towards older or people of a higher status than you. It is a grand Korean cultural etiquette. Fighting hand is a gesture that show encouragement to the another person to keep fighting and have more energies.